Who ever heard of Cronkite?
This is a great way of learning how to sight read, because what it gives you is the ability to keep on track at a piece of music and not lose your place. Go for the rhythm first. So let's say you've got a fill, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's all around the toms, and you're looking at going, which tom is that again? Is that the high or the low tom? And it can really get frustrating. So what I suggest is you go in, and when you're sight reading it, play the rhythm and just take your best guess at what tom or what snare, what cymbals you're supposed to hit. But go for the rhythm, okay? And keep your spot in the music. So go from beginning to end of the piece. Let's say it's like, 2-minute drum solo. Go from the beginning to end, have a metronome on behind you, and just play and try to nail those rhythms, and don't worry about, oh, I'm hitting the wrong tom, because what often happens is that drummers they'll see that fill, and they'll go, they'll freeze because they forget, what toms are supposed to be, and then they'll lose count, they'll lose their track, and then they got to stop. If you're playing in band, school band that is, it's very frustrating for the director and for the whole band to keep stopping because the drummer's lost his or her place. So if you practice going through the piece slowly with a metronome at first and getting the right rhythms, you'll be much better off. The other reason is because drums don't have they have relative pitches. So for example, the high tom, your high tom is different than the school drum set high tom, and that's different from your friend's high tom at home. So it's not like, you're supposed to hit a B flat and you hit a A flat instead. Those are specific pitches. It doesn't really matter when it comes down to it. If you hit the floor tom and you were supposed to hit the high tom, it doesn't really matter. But what does matter is that you get the correct rhythm and you keep your place in the music. You don't lose your spot. That is a really good way of practicing. And then when you have time at home, you can actually look at the spots that give you a problem and go, okay, what is that tom? And if you take that two-pronged approach, you'll be a much better sight reader, and thus you'll be a much more valuable drummer to everyone. This is David Cronkite at Percussion Discussion. Visit me online at cronkitepercussion.com. I can't see anything. Oh, that's better.